Well, hello, welcome to Tarot to a T. Today we're going to do December 2022 for Sagittarius. And I appreciate your patience, Sagittarius. You came at the bottom of my list this month. I do the signs in random order. And I just wanted to extend my appreciation for your patience, okay? So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Glad you found me, and if you are returning, welcome back. So if you are returning, you know how this goes. We're going to open up a general inquiry. What does Sagittarius need to hear? What kind of message does Sagittarius need to hear for December 2022? Well, there's something stirring. Too many cards. Whoa. Oh yeah, I guess I can take that. It's only two. That was a unique way of them popping out. So I would definitely take advantage of that. Anything else before we move on to cards of advice? Cards of advice for old Saggy. Yeah. Definitely something here. This is gonna be exciting. Yeah. Something brewing. Something brewing for Sagittarius. Save the best for last, as they say. There she is. There's that card that has come out. I'll tell you when I get to it. In every single reading, I think, for this month. Not sure what she represents because she's a queen, and it can kind of go a variety of different ways, but we'll talk about that when we get there, okay? Eight of Diamonds. Well, something is paid off for you that you put a lot of work into. This is also the card of entrepreneurship. If you are reaping the rewards from some kind of side hustle or some kind of side business that you got going, you're starting to see returns on that. That's a very good sign of abundance and financial security there. Ace of Spades, Seven of Diamonds. Interesting. So the Ace of Spades is about, I'll be honest with you, in traditional tarot, that's the Tower card. So you are embarking on some kind of new start, whereas the Eight of Diamonds that we pulled previously kind of implies that you've had something going for a while. The Seven of Diamonds talks about avoiding unnecessary risks. So it's possible that financially you were in a very, very difficult situation for a long time, and now things are turning around for you. And that would represent the Tower. Like, I think you had not just a hard financial time, but it was probably pretty bad. Tower cards are nothing to play with, honestly. I mean, so on one hand, it's about something being destroyed and you having to rebuild, but on the other hand, it's the new start. So it's kind of got this bittersweet tone to it. I just find it very interesting. It came out with two cards that talk about prosperity and watching out how you spend that prosperity. So there's some kind of new start in finances. Ten of Hearts. This is ultimate happiness. This is celebrating with family and friends. It's also the completion of some kind of cycle in your life. So you've reached some kind of goal that has brought kind of the ultimate satisfaction and contentment. Something you had your eye on. You had the eye on the prize, and it looks like you've achieved that. Eight of Diamonds. Eight of Hearts. You do have the Eight of Diamonds out here. As a result of this accumulation of things paying off for you, and you like achieving this awesome happiness and contentment, you're spending a lot of time with family and friends. This is the socialization card. It's also the potential there to meet somebody very significant. But emotionally, you're in a very, very happy, up, positive place. The mood there is just fantastic. And you've got the finances going in definitely a better direction than they were in the past, despite the tower being part of your past. Um, Again, we have a we have a new start in finances. This a lot of times is about having income you already have and finding ways to increase it somehow. I think you're definitely on this path, or you have this keen focus on just increasing your finance and your abundance. Um, Very strong indication. It's also like, to me, the ace of diamonds is making your abundance grow somehow. So if you're dabbling in investments, you're thinking about buying a property, I mean, all of those things. But it's also about like maybe even increasing your net worth through the work you do. And you have the Jack of Diamonds. This very much goes in line with somebody who's found new wealth. I see it as an experience, because if it's a person, and I will tell you, if it represents a younger person, it implies they don't have a lot of experience and immaturity in some way. It could be an earth sign, um, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. But I think this is you, Sagittarius. I think this is you. You're enjoying the fruits of your labor. You're on this new start to like keep the momentum going. It's like you got it started and now you're determined to keep the momentum going. That's what I was trying to think of with that Ace of Diamonds a second ago. And it's all new to you. So this is uncharted territory. Congratulations. You've reached some kind of major milestone. I think that's something you've been working on for a long time. Look at all the pentacles. These diamonds are pentacles, okay? Three of Diamonds, King of Diamonds. The Three of Diamonds does talk about third-party influences. Doesn't have to be a person. Sometimes it's just kind of like something from the outside that's influencing perhaps how you feel about something or a decision, particularly in money matters, right? Because it is the diamonds. Because there is also with this three, there's a bit of unclarity or confusion around money, around finances. Perhaps you're not, again, with the Jack of Diamonds highlighted with inexperience, perhaps you're not sure how to invest this money. Like, you have so much money coming in, I think it's not just your normal, oh, now I can go pay off the bill. Oh, no, I can go close out that credit card. No, this is, I think, beyond that. It's probably left you a little bit dumbfounded, speechless, you know. The King of Diamonds, taking control of these financial situations. Again, it can be a earth sign energy. You might have earth in your chart, because there's definitely a lot of strong earth with this. Earth signs tend to deal with the matters of the material world, because it's all about being grounded, right? The material world keeps us grounded. It's a necessary part of life here on planet Earth. Looks like with the Three of Diamonds, the confusion mixed with the control, you're perhaps trying to get this under control, and how you don't let it get away from you and not let it take over. The confusion, the uncertainty, okay? That's the part that I think you're trying to control that, or you already have in the present moment. Like, you've got a handle on it. Even though you may still be uncertain and not sure what you're going to do, you're getting it under control in some manner. Six of Diamonds, another another diamond, another pentacle. This is about options and opportunities, the plethora of options and opportunities and doors opening for you to take financial responsibility. Again, you're going to be able to pay off debt. You're going to be able to make large purchases that you've been, maybe they were only wishes in the past. They can become a reality with this. And you're still on this path with the Ace of Diamonds. So these potential options and opportunities perhaps haven't materialized yet, but they are on their way. No doubt. Very strong material wealth reading we got going. Oh, now this is a little different. This is about some kind of struggle, but it also talks about indecisiveness again. You've got something there's an element of what you're experiencing where you're having some kind of internal battle. That's what I sense. Indecisiveness. There's some kind of third element, it's a third influence that's, again, it might be just like the ghosts of the past. You know, your past experience with having money, your attitude towards it. Maybe you had some preconceived notions about when people are more than well off. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people feel like, oh, the people who have money are not very good people to know because they can be stuck up or they can be kind of too focused on money. And maybe you're having some kind of internal, I'm not phrasing it right, but you're having some kind of internal struggle with that. Like now that you're one of those people, you have to come to grips with that because you were always the underdog. And the underdog can relate to the world and people generally a little easier. At least that could be your perception of that. What else can you tell me about Sagittarius and this fantastic change of events? Well, this is interesting. Now, this could be the struggle that we just pulled up with the Three of Clubs. This is about some kind of breakup. Perhaps you've been involved with somebody a long time. Could have been a marriage. Could have been a partnership. And there's come a change. And it could have been very unexpected. It could have come on suddenly. It was obviously something out of your control, but it disrupted a lot of routine in your life. You know, I'm not necessarily seeing that as a bad sign because I have a feeling, because I can relate to this on some level. That's all I'll say about that. That now that you're free of this person or this situation, look what's coming in for you. Because you had all your energy like blocked with that ongoing situation, whatever it was that needed to change, because obviously it needed to change, or it was heading that way for a while, and so you were preoccupied, and now you are in this path where I think you're pursuing your abundance, not just because you know you're a materialistic person, because I don't think that's the case at all. It's just about, this is something you've really wanted to do for a long time, and this person was holding you back. I'll just say it. I'll just say it how it is. This person or situation, whatever it was holding you back. Was taking the energy away that you could have been putting towards this all this time, right? But now that's in the past. Let's go ahead and look at your advice. Yeah, you had some heartbreak here. Like I said, this is about people letting you down. It's about things being really, really fantastic in the beginning, but being short-lived, and soon it leads to like kind of a major disappointment. Not necessarily on the like devastation scale, but definitely some pain around that. Got the Queen of Hearts and the Black and White Joker. Interesting. Black and White Joker tells me that things are unsettled still with you in this. I think we're shifting into the emotional aspects that you're still dealing with for sure. Things are still unsettled. They're still up in the air. It's also Black and White Joker is also the Fool card. Something that I think you're still trying to get a grip on in some sense. You're still trying to process it, because it's also the card of new starts. The Fool is about new starts. It's also about being in the dark about something. Doesn't mean that somebody's hiding something from you, but I think you still have a ways to go before you fully process and heal from the situation. The Queen of Hearts can be a nurturing energy. You could be dealing with a water sign with that, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It could have been the person you were involved with. I actually kind of had this come out recently in another reading, and I'm tending to attach the same meaning to this. I'll just be honest. It could be that you've been really in the self-nurturing mode, taking care of yourself. And so you're very protective of yourself, kind of like in a mothering way, like you're very cautious, especially when it comes to dealing with other people. Yeah, because it's very unsettled. Whatever it is with that Queen of Hearts, it's very unsettled. And this Queen of Clubs, this is the one, she has come out, I swear to God, in every single sign for December. And 9 times out of 10, it's in cards of advice. It's not down here. And here she is with you. I'm not quite sure what she represents because she's kind of stumped me. She seems like a random energy that just is coming out on the table, honestly. It's a fire sign energy, so it could be you, or a Leo, or an Aries. But the 7 of Clubs with her talks about feeling trapped in some ways. There was a confinement. I think that it probably stemmed from that past situation with the heartbreak. Things were going nowhere. You had to get out. You felt like a prisoner. It could be this month that there's a highlight on fire signs. You know, I'm not real good at keeping up with like phases of the moon and full moons. They're in this sign or that sign. You know, it doesn't always correspond to months. And so when we think about the zodiac, we tend to think, oh, if you're born in August, you're a Leo. If you're born in November, you're a Sagittarius. You know, that's not always true with the moon and the way the planets move. So it could be that this Queen of Clubs is showing up because there's a strong emphasis on fire signs. But she also represents kind of a gentle authority and power, just less dominating than a king. But she's still got a lot of power. So it's almost like you're taking your power back. Maybe that's what the message has been for all the signs, honestly. Didn't think of it that way prior. So it's just very interesting. Every single, I mean, first I didn't say anything in the readings, and then I started to talk about the fact that queen has come out. And I'm just kind of stumped on it. I wasn't sure what it meant. But the 9 of Spades, yes, this completion about being disappointed, having a major loss, this is over. So let me just recap. The broken heart and the pain that you're still feeling from that past situation is still up in the air. I think you're still feeling very protective. And you definitely taking back, I think with this Queen of Clubs, taking back that feeling of being imprisoned, of feeling trapped. I think that's all about you taking back your power. And it's going to wrap up this period of loss and disappointment and going through whatever you've had to go through to go through these changes, which again, that 9 of Spades is a lot like the 5 of Spades. It was out of your control. They were forced upon you, but it was also very necessary. When I see it up there in advice, that tells me it's behind you. This is the path to take to that. It's the healing. It's the processing. It's allowing that energy to settle down and to take care of yourself. Yeah, for sure. 4 of Hearts. Now, as we go in this direction on the advice, I feel like you're very supported and you're still feeling very connected despite maybe being separated from someone. It's a strong indication that things are very settled in your home life, which is a very good sign. Very good sign. That's probably why I don't see a lot of cards out here about wallowing in your emotions, except for the Seven of Hearts, of course, which is pretty heavy. But there's not a lot of darkness. There's some really dark cards that could have come out if you're in the middle of a breakup, and they have not come out here. So I feel like you're going through it. I'm going to say you're getting past it. You're going through it. You're coming out on the other side. And you're focusing on your pentacles. The Two of Hearts, you do desire closeness and connection, though. Harmony and balance. So there is a part of you that is looking forward to, especially with the Four of Hearts, rebuilding a home life. Rebuilding a life with someone. Sharing a life with someone. That kind of thing. Another card of advice, please. Oh, wow. Queen of Diamonds. You could have your eye on, an earth sign. This is the card I tend to associate with Taurus for some reason. Especially strong female Tauruses. But it could be Capricorn or Virgo. Again, the Queen energy has some power and authority. She's very good in practical matters and definitely with material matters. Finances. She makes good decisions around those type of things. This could be the energy you're embodying, especially if you have that earth in your chart. Or you could have your eye on an earth sign. I mean, we're talking about home and wanting to feel connected. And we're not reading gender, so it doesn't have to be female. Just have to throw that out there. It could be male. King of Spades. Now the King of Spades definitely is more dominating and controlling than that Queen energy. Could be somebody around you that you still feel under their thumb. Maybe the person you broke things off with. They could be a water sign. Air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. They tend to cause problems in a relationship. If you're in a relationship with somebody who you felt like controlled you, and that would certainly coincide with that feeling trapped, this could be them. And they're probably still causing problems for you in some sense. Maybe they haven't completely stopped contacting you. Maybe there's unsettled business to settle with them. They're not generally a bad person. It's just that there's still some kind of disagreement going on. Which, I guess, could be fine. At least it's not World War III, and you're at war with this person. It's just that you still have some kind of disagreement. I really think that's the past person. Because that kind of dampens, honestly, the rest of the energy up here about healing and going through a process of purging this pain and it being a completion for you. And looking forward to a future of sharing your life with someone again. In the meantime, if this isn't an earth sign that you have your eye on, this is your financial future is looking fantastic, over the top, glorious in every aspect. Need I say more? Rewind the video if you'd like to go through that again. There's just a lot. I couldn't encapsulate it in a summary because we are at the end of your reading. I'm not feeling a pull to pull any more cards. I think we have a pretty clear message here that you're on this path of healing that still needs to go on. So keep moving in that direction for sure. Yeah, I think it looks good, Sagittarius. Okay, if you would like to see when the next video comes out, go ahead and hit subscribe, notifications, or save one of my videos so you can find my channel again. I appreciate you being here. I hope this helped. And take care until I see you again.